everyone. This is Tara Livingston, and this is Stroke of Genius, a memoir. And today, we're going to be talking to Valerie Perkins Robinson from the great state of Georgia. So, welcome, Valerie. Your name is not Georgia, but that's Valerie. Nice to meet you. All right. So, Valerie and I met on a Facebook group talking about foreign accent syndrome. And we had conversation about having a video, telling her story in her own voice. So this is the opportunity. And Valerie, I know that you have some dogs that you're going to be able to talking about, and they're going to be talking part of this too. All right. It's okay. All right. Valerie, you tell me about your life. Where were you born? What you did for work, those kinds of things. You tell me about your life.
I was born in Augusta, Georgia, and I grew up in Appling, and I went to, you know, when I was younger, I went to an all-girls school. They segregated us. The boys went to one school and the girls went to another. And then we met on the bus. That was it. But I grew up like at the lake. We have Clarks Hill here, and I grew up there. My parents, I grew up there, and then I I met my husband in high school, and then we got married. And I did a kind of a wide variety of things. I did a lot of daycare and taking care of children, nannying and stuff. And then I got
Okay.
a little bit older, and then I spent about 20 years doing data entry and front desk, skills and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And but since then, I guess I got COVID in 2020, January of 2021, and then after that, the foreign accent came, and I actually just woke up one morning. I had a migraine. I got diagnosed with migraines in 2014, and I had them. Oh, my migraines have aura. With aura, I would
Yeah.
lose my ability to talk and stuff. I couldn't talk. A lot of
So,
times they thought that I had a stroke. That I
oh,
had.
okay. So you've had the migraines for about 10 years.
Yeah, yeah.
And when you have a migraine, or is it before the migraine is happening that you couldn't be able to talking?
No, I get the migraine, and then it, I can't talk at all.
Wow.
And
Okay. So were you so I've had migraines. So for me, I have to be in the dark room with, with my eyes covered, like light, I give it very light sensitive. Do you have this?
I'm more noise,
Ah,
like
okay.
tones and stuff, and um, but I kind of just push through the pain and
Yeah.
stuff. But since I got the foreign accent, I get like I get hit in the head, like I get the pain in my head, and it kind of travels down to my face. My face tingles and numbs, and like a bug
Oh,
is crawling on it and stuff. And um, but I do. It's weird because sometimes I sleep a lot, and then other
okay.
times I'm like 90 miles an hour. I can't stop.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So, and so you said that you had COVID in 2021. I'm so sorry. I had COVID. I thought that I was been hit by a truck. I was in
Yeah,
so
yeah.
much pain. It was very bad. Yeah. So how was the experience? Did you go to a hospital or just at home?
I went one time, but it's weird how I don't know if it's just Georgia. doctors, they just don't kind of have a clue.
Okay.
So my husband went twice, but we had the COVID, but we also had diarrhea, nausea. He had nausea
Oh,
and I had diarrhea, so we both got dehydrated. So he went like a couple times to get fluids, and
yeah.
I went because my cardiologist, I have heart, I have stents in my heart, so I
Oh,
went there for my cardiologist to have me checked out and stuff.
okay. So your experience of COVID was really the doctors were just taking care of the symptoms.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. And so it was around the same time. So while you had COVID that you had that your accent started?
Um, the no, the con I had I got the two vaccines. I got two vaccines in April and May, and then by the end of May, I couldn't do like my job. I couldn't do data entry. I couldn't when I answered the phone, there nothing come out and stuff. So they sent me to what is it called? Psychoneurol, not psycho, but physio psycho neurologist. And
Okay. Yep.
I took a test, and he said that it showed that I had cognitive issues. And then kind of from there, I went back, tried to go get back to doing data entry and front desk, and it wouldn't let me. And then
You
I went back to daycare, and
okay.
I got sick, and I couldn't function. I just was weak, and I was not good. And then in January, I had a migraine, and it was really weird, Miss Tara. I had a migraine, and the doctors told me at the hospital, the ER, to do like a BC powder and a Benadryl and go to sleep.
Right.
I did
Yep.
that, and then I woke up like this.
Wow. So you had it was Benadryl and what else you said?
A goodie powder.
Okay. All right. And so you had mentioned that some of the doctors thought maybe that you had had a stroke.
Yeah. Back in 2014, they did the CT scan and it showed no bleed or nothing. And that's when they came and said it was migraine with aurora. And then in October of 2019, I was driving, and my left arm fell off the steering wheel,
Oh
and
my.
I couldn't. I was on my way home, so I went right to my husband's job and called him, and they came out. And I was actually passed out in the front seat of the car. And
Yeah.
the nurse, my husband works at our area jail, the jail here, and the nurse came out with him and told him to take me to the hospital. And so that was my first encounter with. The neurologist thought that I might have had a mini stroke, but he was
And
also thinking that I had MS.
MS. Oh my goodness. So
But
did you have MRIs or anything?
yeah, we did. Doctor did MRI, and he found like three different lesions on my brain and stuff. And then he kept me in there for 4 days, and but I couldn't use my arm, and my body was just really um, I had been starting to fall a lot and stuff.
Oh my
So
goodness.
just so
Was
I
that
can't.
that so you said your left arm was going numb that
Yeah,
one
just
time.
nervous and tingling, and it was up on the steering wheel, and then it just suddenly fell, and I couldn't get it back up on the steering wheel and
Oh my
stuff.
God,
So
that's so terrifying, Valerie. That's so terrifying. I'm so sorry that happened to you. That's awful.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
He limited my driving. Or he told me not to drive. And
yeah.
then I think back in 2020, he allowed me to get back, and I was working and stuff, and doing data entry and all that. But and then that COVID thing was pretty rough, and but then from then till now, it's gone all the way downhill.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
I
Yeah.
have the I have the foreign accent and stuff. Also, I have I can't ever think about what the word is, but it talks about slurred speech, and actually my doctor, my neurologist, he suggested I do physical therapy because
Physical.
I wasn't able to walk. He said
Oh,
that there was like a disconnection between my brain and my legs, and I
mm.
fall and stuff. So um, and so he did like we did speech therapy and physical therapy, and the speech therapist is the one that diagnosed my FAS, my foreign accent.
Okay. Wow. Did you have any speech therapy or anything for your foreign accent syndrome?
Yeah, I had about 4 or 5 sessions and stuff, and she told me to play like luminosity and different other things, and I tried, but I didn't do that great and stuff.
Okay. Yeah. Oh my goodness. We had a, a cat butt.
Yeah, I had to get in there.
That's
She's but I don't have any children. My husband and I, we're successful in that. So we don't have any children, and so our dogs and our cat is our babies and stuff. But
I under I understand this at all. Yes, I have my beloved dog. I put mine in a crate just to be quiet for her to have quiet while I'm doing the filming.
yeah, that's mine are all laid out on the floor, sleeping.
Oh, that's very
So,
good. It must be, is it very hot where you are right now?
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
we're having almost Georgia temperatures in Calgary and we're not used to it. It's very hot right now.
oh
Yeah,
wow.
it's in the 90s last week and another week of temperatures in the 90s, and we're from Calgary. We're not used to these kinds of temperatures.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're from. I mean, Georgia's hot, but this is kind of. I mean, we had like 110, 112 last week. And so
Oh,
yesterday was like 108. So it was hot.
oh my God, I can't even imagine. I can't, and the humidity,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, that's very hard. You have air conditioning, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
My
I'm
husband,
sure.
we're trying not to drop it to 68, to be cold. But yeah, that poor AC, she's working hard. So we're going to have to probably service her in the fall. So
Yes,
yeah,
yes, that's right.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
it's been a hot year. Uh my family is around Hamilton and Toronto, and they've had these big temperatures here on the whole east seaboard is
Oh,
just, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but I'm
So,
just wimpy. I'm
yeah,
just a wimp here. I don't like the heat.
I don't like the heat. I don't like the heat. It kind of makes me sick. I get sick on my stomach. But do y'all have storms too? We have storms. We had some bad storms last night.
Yeah, no, not what you guys get. I've been watching the, tornadoes and hurricanes. You guys get whacked up there over there.
Yeah, yeah. We got
Yeah.
some bad storms last night. It tore down trees, and where I grew up is they're without power right now. So
Oh my goodness.
it's
Oh my
about
goodness.
7 o'clock last night. The power went out. there without.
You mentioned to me, Valerie, before we were starting that you spend lots of time alone.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
what what is your experience about talking to people, just people at the grocery store or whatever, about when you're talking like this? What is the experience of from strangers?
They say that I've been told I'm from Northern Europe, and that because I guess what I dark skinned and dark haired, so they say, oh, you must be Spanish or something, or you might be from Mexico or somewhere. And I said, no, born and raised right here in Georgia. People look at me like, really? And
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah, 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 yeah. And
I I
a lot of
I
coworkers think I'm from Northern. A lot of my husband's coworkers say, "Is your wife from Northern Europe?" She talks like sometimes it's Dutch, sometimes it's. Oh, I even threw out some Oriental the other day.
oh, so your husband wakes up with a different woman sometimes.
he, he came home from work, and I just went off. And he was like, "Where's my wife?" And I was like, "Right here." But he said that I too friendly. I want to talk to everybody. And I guess
Yes.
that's the old me, or the original me. And I I
So
just you know
do you find that you don't talk to people so easily now that with the foreign accent syndrome?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
I don't I'm embarrassed because I'm not, I'm in the deep south, and that
Yes.
everybody, says, you know, y'all, um sometimes I don't understand that wording, but yeah, and I get frustrated with myself and
Do
stuff
you?
because I was, yeah, because I was I guess, um, I wasn't really a gnat, but I was a busy butt. I was, talking to these people and talking to these people. And I mean, I just grew up, and um, I had a lot of friends, and, but
Mm.
now a lot of people don't talk to me much anymore and
Oh
stuff.
my
And,
goodness. Oh,
um,
that
you know,
makes me sad for you.
but,
Yeah.
but,
I
it,
wanted I wanted to mention just for the other people that been seeing my other interviews and things. Yesterday, my accent was gone. Today, it's not very clear. I'm going back between my own voice, my last voice, and the foreign accent syndrome. So it might be a little confusing to listen to me right now. It's very strange, but I had the experience of having one day of my own voice back, and that was very exciting.
yeah,
But I
that's a blessing, to be honest.
for sure. Oh my goodness, it's very exciting. But when you wake up and it's back, you're like, oh,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
very
yeah.
disappointing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so you found that your social groups have changed and it's because you're a little embarrassed about your talking.
Yeah, yeah. But then everybody says, "Oh, it's good." You're still you, and it's good. Um, but it's sometimes hard because I can't always remember everything or things and words. I have to think about it, and um, like I can't read. I try, but I can't get the big words. Um, say the big words, and I know you and the Miss Kelly were doing math. Y'all are like my idols because I can't do math. I've never been able to do math, but now I can't tell time. I have to ask Google what time it is and stuff. But
So it
no.
sounds like for me, I didn't start with foreign accent syndrome after I had the stroke. I had something called aphasia, which is a part language processing. And I also lost all of my numbers, can't, you know, they get mixed up and I can't remember, like I can't remember even 3 digits in the numbers. And sequencing, I can't tell if
What
I
is
want
that?
sequencing, so with the order of things. So if I wanted to say next week, so I might say, oh, I had a conversation with Valerie next week. No, I had the conversation last week.
Oh,
So
okay.
right, so I can't do the time, is it yesterday or today or next day? I can't say these kinds of things. And yeah, so this is what I had, aphasia, and now I have foreign accent syndrome too. So it sounds like you have a little bit of like the aphasia, like me. The difficult getting words out. And you um can you talk and you can't say the big words? Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I used to love to read and stuff, but I don't do well with that anymore. Um, but I
Yeah.
think too, it some of it might be like Miss Ellen thinks that it could be the functional, the F&D and stuff, because I can't like cook anymore or bake. I used to bake all the time. I used to I used to sell my red velvet cakes at Christmas and my cupcakes and stuff. And
Oh my goodness. And you
and
can't do, and what is the difficulty about baking for you?
remembering what I put in, and I do it separately. I do the dry and the wet, but I can't. And I put it in there. I even have trouble like putting our medications in the thing, in the box and stuff, because I think, did I put that one in there or not, and stuff, and I get
Yeah.
easily distracted and stuff, and I tried to watch TV, but honestly, I found out that music is the best. No, but I've been singing in foreign.
So do you sing along with your
Yeah,
with the music? Oh, very nice. I lost all of my lyrics. So I all the music that I've been, uh, grew up with, and then I can't remember any of the words. It makes me so sad.
yeah. Because yesterday, some words came out different, foreign, and I was like, what does that mean? But it's like, do you have the feeling that when you're trying to put your words together, that there's nothing up there? You know?
Yes, I had a very good description. It's it's not that I don't forget that I forget the word. It's as if the word never existed.
Yeah. And that's
It's
how it
very,
was when I was working. I would answer the phone and nothing would come out. It'd be in here, but it wouldn't come out to my mouth.
yeah, yes,
Yes.
it's very. I want to ask you a question about your self-esteem. How
Oh,
does this affect your, yeah,
yeah, no, it's they're it's not good. I don't have I struggle with my self-worth and stuff. I mean, I've been married to the same man for 38 years, September.
oh,
And you know,
congratulations, that's amazing.
yeah,
Yeah,
we've been through, you know, we've been through a lot.
yeah.
Lost both of our parents, and we've lost 7 children. So, you know, it's just us and stuff.
Yeah.
And but it's partly is due to the F&D and the past trauma. That's part
Yeah.
of it and stuff. So I'm working through that and stuff. And then they did the EEG onto my brain, and it's you know, everyone says they're not going to find nothing. They don't find nothing.
Yeah.
No, but I can tell you that there's something in there because it causes this, and it causes I have the F&D, and it causes me to have the seizures, the non-epileptic seizures.
So
And stuff.
please tell me more about this. Now, for people who are watching, FND is functional neurological disorder, right? And then, so tell me more about this diagnosis.
Well, did you just talk in your native tongue? Or that was your accent that you were just talking with?
No, it's more.
No.
I don't know. I can't even remember today.
Yeah.
my
Well,
my accent is usually from Eastern European, so like Polish or Russian or Czechoslovakia, something there. Eastern European is for mine,
okay.
but
Well,
but today
I
is
will
really
answer the
weird.
question.
Yeah.
I will answer the question. They say that I had the functional neurological disorder in 2021.
Okay.
They said conversion disorder, but now it's been changed to the F&D and stuff. But I've had several CAT scans and MRIs done, and they ruled out the MS, and they said, you know, though it's not MS. I have fibromyalgia, and I have the functional, but I've had going back and talking to family and that other and the doctors, they say that I've had functional since I was about 6 years old.
Oh.
I got kicked in the face by a pony back in long ago, back in the 70s. And back then it wasn't, you know, they just took me to the doctor, stitched up my nose, and that was that. But then over the years, I had a lot of trauma and a lot of change in my young life, and
Yeah.
I was abused
Oh,
and
I'm so sorry.
as a child, and but then it's been I noticed I've been trying to read about the functional, and it does say that, you know, some of the symptoms that I've had growing up and even now is the functional. So Miss Ellen said if I could get the functional under control, that, you know, I'd have to just deal with the FAS, the foreign
Yeah.
accent. So,
Yeah.
but
So
then,
so you tell me you have seizures.
yeah.
Tell me about that.
But it's like I go out, and I've had them in doctor's offices and the stores and stuff, and my husband pretty much handles it. You know, I go down, like I went down into Walmart on Friday, and I stayed out. He said about 3 or 4 minutes. Then I came to, and then I went back in and stuff. And but they're not epilepsy, but they're, some people call them drops, some people call them episodes, and they
Yeah.
just, you know, a time where your brain. They say that F&D is a software problem in your brain, in your nervous system. And so, you know, yeah, I just, when that happens, sometimes it'll happen that my legs will just give out and I'll fall. Like the
Oh
other
my
day,
God.
I fall, and I was embarrassed, but then, you know, I am in deep blood a southern girl. You know, I like to go fishing. I did things with my dad, golf and skiing and that type of thing. And I like to think that I'm independent, but
Yes.
that independent is she's trying to climb out of this and, you know, get her life back that she used to have and stuff. And, you know, because I'm a big animal lover and I have to save them all. And I now realize that I can't save them all. So,
Right.
but you know, I try to be. I've always been the caregiver. I took care of my mom when she had cancer, and my dad, and his new wife, and my mother-in-law. So I've always been a nanny. So I've been always the caregiver, and
Yeah.
now it's switched. And Valerie doesn't like it, to be honest.
It's
She's
very
like,
difficult to receive when you've been the caregiver
yeah,
to have to on the receiving. Yes.
yeah.
Oh,
People tell me you're so
yeah.
strong. I'm like, I don't see it.
You don't feel strong.
I don't feel strong, no.
No.
Sometimes I don't even want to get out of bed. You know, I just want to sleep. And
Yeah.
my dogs do, my puppies do keep me busy. You know, I get up for them and, you know, feed them and take them out and do things with them and stuff. But they take care of me too. If I'm down on the floor, you know, Sasha will bark and tell husband and, you know, so Jesse will come and lick me in the face and, you know, try to
Yeah.
say, get up, you know, and stuff. But,
Yeah.
you know,
What so you said that you uh used to play golf and skiing and those things. Do you do anything like this? Do you do any golf or anything like that anymore?
no, I did those with my dad. He would let me drive the golf cart and stuff when he would go and we have the Masters here in Augusta. And my dad would always take me to the golf course and stuff,
Wow.
you know, walk around the Masters and stuff. But yeah, then, you know, that's probably part of my problem is that I lost my dad, you know, in 2012. And,
Yeah.
you know, but I'm an adopted child. Actually, that's when I say that people say I've been through a lot. I found out in 2010 that there was a lady in Augusta, in Georgia, that would take babies from single moms at the hospital. And
Yeah.
I'm one of those babies.
Oh my goodness.
I
So
was adopted.
you don't know anything about your birth mother?
I didn't until I met her in 2010. And
Okay.
then she kind of wouldn't tell me. I was the second child, and she kind of labeled me as the dead baby, but you know, whatever. But and then I have found my father, my biological father, and he has passed. But I have a sister out in Texas, and I'm actually a fifth descendant of Daniel Boone. So I'm,
Are you?
yeah,
That's amazing.
yeah, that's
Wow,
a good
that's
thing.
very cool.
And then, you know, my grandmas were Indians, and you know, and I think that's cool that Daniel Boone was my fifth great grandfather.
Wow, that's amazing. That is really cool to have that connection. So, but you had such a very good relationship with your father.
Yeah, yeah.
You Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I love that. I
And
love
my
that.
adopted father he was a pretty cool man. He was,
Nice. So, uh I'm hoping you can find, is there anything hopeful in your life? What are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to. I do got to go to Emory to their brain center in
Mhm.
October. So I'm hoping, you know, they will have something because I was reading and they say that there's medication to help FSA. And so
Oh,
and I didn't know that.
me
And,
neither.
and all, but yeah, I yeah, I mean, I'm hoping to get, the F&D under control that I can function again. And we got the new car, and husband's been driving it all over, and I can't drive it because of the
So,
seizures.
right. So you
I
have to be on the passenger side. Yeah.
Yeah, he lets me crank it sometimes. I'm like, he was laughing at me the day we were at the grocery store, and I said, "Can I crank up the car?" And he said, "Yeah." So I went in and I cranked it up, and I got the steering wheel, and I kind of went like this. And the music was playing and stuff, and he was standing there looking at me laughing. And I said, "Hey, I'm driving the car with
Yeah.
listening to music, and that's me right now." So, but I
So you mentioned that you were a good Southern girl.
yeah,
What you Southern peach? No, Georgia peach.
yeah, Georgia peach. Don't have
Uh,
that no more. Yeah.
No, but you have a sense of humor.
Yeah, I have that because I have to because when I say something like I say "damn," and that's not right. Husband
Yeah.
corrects me, and he does it. He always corrects me, and then I say no, no, and I don't know what that no means, but I say it all the time, and he'll say no, and I'm like, and but, yeah, I mean, you can't have. I guess I'm taking life. I'm not laughing at life, but I'm laughing to get me through life and stuff. Because, like Miss Kelly said, I can't really cry. I
Oh,
try. I try. Sorry, and but it don't. It takes a lot to get the tears out and stuff. And I mean, sometimes I want to cry, but it doesn't come out and stuff. And I don't really get mad. I get loud. What comes out the mouth gets loud. And husband's like, calm down. I'm like, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm just not even on. And it is weird because I sometimes wonder what's going to come out. What particular
every
language accent.
everything is it's very surprising sometimes. So the word my word, you said banana. What is it?
Nimana, nimana,
So
nimana.
mine is gibber shit. Gibber shit. So and it comes out all the time. Like,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
think it's when I get and it happens when I get frustrated with my language. Like I can't get the point out. I can't say the words. I can't, make the sentence and I'm gibber shit.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. And that's what they say is it gibberish? What is it? Gibberish? Gibberish.
gibberish.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah, I
And I
think I
say
think
I say
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
this is where it came those two words to came gibber shit came from gibberish. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
see, you seem to be more like confined words more than me. I
Oh,
don't
no,
I
no. I'm
no
having a good day. I'm
uh,
trying to explain because if this was uh uh Saturday, I couldn't have this my talking wouldn't be so good. When we did the interview, the pre-interview with you, you heard my language as it usually is, which is not so very good. And so today I'm having a good day. And there's no reason or explanation. It just happens for something reason in my brain happening right now. Yeah. So I want to talk to anybody. Do you have any just one little bit of something I learned, because I have to take lots of pills now because I have hearts and cholesterol and all these kinds of things. So I asked my pharmacist to give it in a blister pack. So instead of giving me little every prescription bottle, they put it in a thing for me. So I just opened the bills and say, this is my morning bills. So you should talk to your pharmacist so that you don't make mistake. Yes, because I was making mistakes with having my pills, and I thought I don't need to worry about this, so I'm going to ask the pharmacist to do that part of job for me. My life is hard enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a hard time remembering the things that are auto pay. I mean, I write it down, and then when I go and pay it, or I wait till it comes out, and then I always forget about one. Always forget about one. And so it's, but they don't, the bank doesn't let me have a debit card no more.
Oh.
So they just have, my husband has it. So, but I do pay the bills pretty good, but I do forget sometimes and stuff. But yeah, I do forget
I
about
end
the
up
nights.
I end up paying them twice. So I will have had it sent out with the bank automatically,
Yeah,
but I
that's
still a bill, and so I pay it again. So this is happening a lot, actually.
yeah.
How often I pay, because I can't remember. I don't remember that I paid the bill, so I do it again. It's hard. Yes. And so it's not just language, is it? There's
No,
other,
there's
yeah,
other, yeah.
I
But
want
it's,
to,
it's hard and stuff. But like this weekend that we went to a school reunion, and everybody was nice, and they said, that they were patient with me and listened to me and stuff. And then, but then we had it at the lake, and it was nice, and I was at peace. I had no seizures at all. Husband was like, he told everybody if she drops, she's okay, and all. And I'm like, it's been a blessing that I haven't, I've hit my head, but I haven't, I haven't busted nothing. I hit my nose a couple of months ago, and I could have swore I broke it, but husband said no, it's not broke. But it's a, it's. But I interrupted you. What did you want to say?
I just want to, because so there's other people who's going to be watching this interview, and the group, the foreign accent syndrome group that we're part of, those conversations with other people who have this, and I have found that the reason, so I've done 5 now, we all have different beginning. So one came from, an accident on the stairs, one from an allergic reaction, so mine is stroke. So we don't know where it comes from. And I'm hoping that you could find something, you say hopeful for the other people who have foreign accent syndrome, whether or not maybe they're new from it and what's happening. What can you say to those people?
Just to know that you are worth. You are worth. What is it? You are worthy. You don't have to be. Don't have I mean, you're going to get frustrated and you're going to get, upset about it, but people tell me to, I can remember my mom telling me, put on your big girl panties and move forward. So that's kind of what I did, and but I'm a little bit of a butthead because I got to put this where it back. I got to make it go away. You can't give up. You got to take care of yourself and, if you don't feel like doing nothing, don't do nothing. Sleep. Hey, if you don't
Yes.
want to get out of bed, don't get out of bed. But the doctors will say, oh, you're depressed. Well, you know what? Who wouldn't be?
Yeah.
Our lives have changed. We were all functioning, working, enjoying life. And then this happened, and we have to kind of, like I said, put on your big girl panties and move forward, but you got to do it at your pace. You can't
Yeah.
let anyone push you. But no,
I
I
find
appreciate you. I really appreciate you for doing this because
oh
I want to go to my news channel and tell them, hey, I'm a Southern girl with a weird speak. You got to help,
yes.
and stuff. And I don't think I don't think of my neurologist. I think the therapist is the one that diagnosed me, and I don't think that my neurologist. I don't think they knew it. They don't have a clue because they
I
all
think
say go to the.
yeah, some of them don't really believe it in it. That's
Yeah,
very yeah, that's very hard. Um
because they
if
said
I
that what is it, the hypo hypochondriac hypo.
hypochondriac,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
Oh, yes, it's so oh my God, it's so frustrating. And then I always I make a joke. I have to make jokes about everything. So it makes me feel better to make it humor. So
yeah,
I would say if I could if I was faking, I wouldn't have choose that accent. I would go Scottish if I
yeah,
can.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Maybe Irish, a very sing-songy, I don't have
yeah.
any.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I
Yeah.
don't. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I like that. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
You know,
if I could make
if
any,
I'm,
oh, maybe I could do I could be a Georgia peach. That's a beautiful accent for me.
oh yeah, there's a lady out in California she's got the Georgia peach.
Oh, did she? Oh,
Yeah, she said
yes.
that her daughter doesn't like it, and I said, well,
Yeah,
it's not.
it's very, we don't have any choice. I don't
Yeah, we
think.
don't
I
have a choice. So
have
we're
any
doing the
choice.
best that we can. And
Valerie, I'm so, what a delight it is to meet you. I'm so excited to that and to hear your story and how you're dealing with the deficits. You have some difficulties, but you do music as therapy. You have your five dogs and one cat.
yeah, yeah, they're my babies.
Yes.
They sleep
And so
with me.
you have
Yeah,
a purpose for your dogs.
yeah,
You have purpose. You have a reason to get up in the morning.
yep,
But when you're tired, you can have a nap.
yeah, yeah.
It's one thing I wanted to say, because you've mentioned being tired. It's exhausting going through all of the language processing that we have to go through.
It is. It is.
Yeah. And it's a different kind of tired. It's a brain tired, not my body
Yeah, I
tired. No,
don't. No, my body is tired. My body is painful and stuff.
yeah.
My legs are painful and my arms and stuff. But I just people tell me that I'm strong, and I think I don't see it. I don't. you know. But then
I think you're
people say that I'm faking it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I fake it because I want attention. Yeah, yeah.
no, that's no, it's very frustrating to have that kind of feedback. It's very hard.
Yeah.
And now I'm perhaps when you come in the fall, you have your appointments. Maybe we'll have another interview and a little to find out what happened after your test coming up in the fall. Um, and thank you for sharing your voice.
Thank you for asking me, and
Yes.
you thank you for doing what you're doing. I appreciate it because we need to go tell people about it. It needs to be explained out in the world.
I think so. I think so for sure. And there's more people uh in the world. I mean, I've been talking with people with Australia and Holland and Scotland and yeah, so we want to get the word out about it. And you have been helping to do this just right now. And it's so beautiful. But I'm going to end our time together. And if you're watching this and you could like the video and to subscribe to the channel, I appreciate this. And it will help YouTube decide that this was very good to watch and
Yeah.
you get the word out. Yes. And if
I,
you want to do any
I,
help to getting to the news people, will have conversation about this to get the nerve to talk to the news station. Yeah.
okay, okay. All right. Well,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you so much, Valerie. Okay,
Bye
you take
bye.
care.